Good morning, folks. Hope you all are doing well today. I am just knocking these videos out back to back. So this is now my third video recorded in 3 days. So just been super happy to get this going again. I already have the cabinet open because I'm just ready to tell you which one we're going to be drinking today. We are going to be trying this guy out. So this here is Philly Fairtrade Roasters. I'm pretty sure that they are out of Reinhold's, PA. I think that's near Lancaster, but I could be completely wrong. But anytime you see a Philly Fairtrade Roasters branded coffee bag and you see their black ones, they're usually, I think they're brown typically, but if you ever see black, that's their higher quality coffee bean roasts that they do. And this is their Costa Rican from the Lajas region. It's a light, it says medium roast, but 1 out of 5 beans to me looks like a light roast, I would say. And we're gonna disregard that. And it was roasted slightly over a month ago. But really excited to try this out. We're going to obviously be brewing up an espresso with the Bambino, and we're going to change it up a little bit today because I would like to try out this guy, the Yeti pour over. So we'll give that a try. We'll ditch the Chemex today. I got a new toy, haven't used it yet outside of one time of use where I was testing it out with my mom when she was visiting in town, and I felt like I may have used too hot of water in the pour over. So we'll try it again, and we'll take that into consideration to make it my first unofficial try. So let's give it a try. I'm also going to try a different angle today. Got this pointing down. Thinking maybe we'll do like a little overhead shot of me like doing my stuff. I just gotta figure out where it's gonna work best. But let's get some coffee in our system. Let's do it. All right. I'm on, right? All right, let's do this. So we have this here. I hope this angle works out. Hopefully you don't see my feet. All right, good. No feet. So I already have the kettle on the stove boiling up. We will be weighing out 19 grams for the espresso. Wow. Yeah, again, this is the third time now I'm filming right when I wake up, and I usually don't do that. So my brain's still connecting to the internet. Alright, we want 19. I'll show you the beans too. This overhead shot will actually be nice as well. See the smell. Alright, so the smell is very nice on these beans. This is it here. And okay. So because I have already tried these beans, I've kind of have the dial in already set. And this is going to be another bean where we are getting fine. So this is at the 4 setting, and it's what I have found to be the best so far. So let's get it grounded up. Another thing I need to do and be better at is doing a before and after with the weight of the. Oh, I put it in here. I'm supposed to put it in here. Frick. So one thing I have to get better at is weighing the beans before and after. I always weigh before it. I never check it, and there definitely is some residual. Residual. I think that's the right word. I don't even freaking know. But there's definitely beans or retention. Retention. There's definitely some beans, grinds that get caught up in the machine, and they don't fall out until either my next espresso prep or something. Dang, haven't done that in a while, dude. Where'd I go? Here it is. Water's, I think the water is boiled. Nope, not yet, not yet. All right. But yeah, so Philly Fair Trade Roasters, they are a coffee company that activates at our at the farmers market. I help oversee. They do okay. I think they do pretty well. I definitely buy it. I've only bought from them once, but if I didn't have green beans at home that I still plan on roasting, and that's a promise, I would buy from them much more, just to continue supporting them and just see how their other roasts are. Okay. I'm pretty sure that water is boiled, but I want to get this done first. I put a lot of water in there this time. Oh, and I do want to show you some of the plants I planted after we're all done. Hopefully I remember. I'm not done with you yet. Hopefully I remember to show you. Once the coffee's in, this half awakened brain, I don't know what's going to happen. And the other thing I'm deciding too is for this week, which is the week of the 7th or 8th, I think 7th. I was wondering if I post 2 videos this week to kind of give back for ghosting the last 2 weeks because of my internet problems and moving into the house. So I may put 2 videos up this week. Just have to debate on which days would make the most sense. Okay, this is ready to go. Let me, I do want to pull this first, so let me move you guys over. Okay. We'll run this, get it hot. There we go. Okay. That's in. Get this lined up, and then I'll pull you guys over with me.
Ah.
All right, let's do this. Let me see. There we go. Looking clean. So really, it's really interesting. I do need to learn why these beans require such fine grind. And it makes me think that the native coffee ones need it too. That they need to get fine. Alright, so we're at 22 seconds, 37.8 grams. Alright, I didn't show you this before. Let me see. But crema. Terrible, I know. I should have I didn't do my thing, so I do apologize for that. But looks good. Smells nice. and water is boiled, so I do want to get that ready to go. So with the Yeti, it can use, from what it said on the box, it can use any Audiio V60 filter. So this is their 2 paper, number 2. I don't know exactly what it means, but it's made to brew up to 1 to 4, from 1 to 4 people. I'm gonna fold this guy actually, just to make it sit a little better. Let's get that hot water. All right, we'll get this prepped. Oh, way to clean that up. This is done. Yeah, I really gotta redo this coffee station a little bit. I mean, I don't want to take up too much counter space, but I'd love to like get a little bit more space to work with, at least, or utilize the space a little better. How's that? All right. Whoa, my light just turned on. That's cool. All right, let's get this heated up. Oh yeah, I didn't even grind the beans yet. What the hell? All right, let's let that sit in there. Everything right there. Is that good? Closer. Right there. All right. Coffee grinds, let's go. All right, let's let the bloom happen. All right, give that another 20 seconds. Dang, can't even drink the espresso on camera. It's all right, another 2.5 minutes won't be too bad. All right, we're coming up to 30 seconds. Practice my left hand. All right. I'm gonna go for 125. Now, I know this is technically different from the Chemex. I don't know if the pouring routine is the same. So let me know what you guys would normally do for a smaller pour over setup like this. I don't know if it's similar to the V60 or the origami, but let me know what you think would be a better pour over recipe, I guess you could say. All right, we're sitting at 1 minute, 23 seconds. We can go again. I'm gonna go for 230. All right, 233, good enough. And I think that'll be the final pour. So let's get this put back. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm gonna get you guys set up on my little tripod, and then we'll get the tasting both over here. The bean coloring is nice. I feel like there's like a red hue to it. I don't know if you're catching that on camera. Probably it would be hard to see, but I'm seeing like a reddish hue in the brown in the coffee grinds. Okay, water's almost through. We're at 2 minutes and 38 seconds. And we just lost 0.1 of a gram somehow. All right. Okay, let me dump this and I'll get you guys set up. All right. Here we go. Crema is gone. Oh. There we go. Crema's gone now, but that's the coffee, the espresso. It's definitely cooled down by now. Let's give it a try. Ooh. That was the best shot I pulled of this one. That was really good. It's very like fruity. I don't know what kind of fruit. I wouldn't say it's not a berry. Like a tangy. I guess. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the tasting notes before. I could see how they say it's pineapple, but I wouldn't have known that myself unless I had that written in front of me. But it definitely had like a tropical taste to it, like your tropical fruits. At least that's what we call them here in the United States. I don't know what else, where else, how else you would say or classify them. But espresso was good. I think this was the best one I had. Well, like that. I think the other thing too is like with that being a lighter roast, like it had the true characteristic of that bean. I didn't taste any burning or over roasting of the roast. So I feel like Atlas, and not to keep picking on them, but I mean, this is just my experience so far. I could just be getting their bad batches, unintentionally. And I'm sure they have good ones, but the 3 Atlas coffees that I've had all had a similarity where they tasted like it was burnt, and not like a dark espresso taste, more like ashy, So this was good. I haven't tried any of the other ones. I think they do have a coffee shop somewhere. So if they do, maybe we'll stop in and visit that together. Depending on how far it is, we'll see. But let's see how the Yeti pour over turned out. I think it's still going to be hot, so I may have to let this cool down. Yeah, it's boiling hot. All right, we'll tune back in when it's cooled down. All right, you know what? I decided it is still too hot, so I'm gonna go outside and show you my my plants. Let's see. Maybe we'll go with these guys because I don't have socks. So I've been working on the outside a bunch because it's just ugly when we moved in, and there's like a little garden bed area on the side of the backyard. So I weeded out a bunch of it. I removed a bunch of like unnecessary plants that we have. This here, we have some lavender, English lavender. I planted King Arthur pepper plant right there. This is our Juliet tomato plant with some tomatoes already on it. And this is our peach sorbet blueberry plant. All right, hopefully this coffee cooled down. It's getting late. It's already 7 o'clock. This thing still feels hot as hell. Holy gosh. Yeah, you can get, it's still hot, but you do get fruity notes, like subtle fruity notes. it is there. I don't know if I did it correctly in terms of like the coffee grind and ratio. Maybe it should have been more concentrated. I did add a lot more water to this now that I'm thinking about it, because usually I'll do 250 grams total, like output, for 16 grams of coffee grinds. I did 250 for 12. So the ratio was definitely off on the way I did it. So next time I should dial it back in. And how should it be? I don't even know. Maybe I should go for like 200 grams. What do you think? Like, I'm not too familiar. It is good though. It's crazy. It actually has like a nice, like, it really does have a nice fruity, like, taste to it. Now that it's cooled down, or cooling down, it's still hot as heck. But this is good. I'm gonna, let me try one more time. Yeah, I get fruitiness. I wouldn't be able to decipher what it is. It definitely feels more further away from that tropical fruit taste that I was getting, and it feels way more clean and more familiar. So I would say, like, because the other tasting note was watermelon, like, I feel like it is closer to a watermelon flavor, but like, I almost want to say, I don't know. I really got to work on my palate. See, this is the challenge when seeing the tasting notes before actually trying it. You stick with those, you know, you make it connect in your head. I'm not sure, but it is delicious. And for anyone who wants to try something different, I don't know if you can order online. If you can, I'll post the link in the description, like I normally do for the coffees I review. But Philly Fair Trade Roasters, give it a try. Or if they do have a shop, go visit them, check them out. Let me know what you think. But that'll be it for today. The next video we do will be, well, in terms of new coffee, the next video we'll do, if I can get it out of here, is this one. Maiden, Ethiopian. We'll try that together. We'll see what we think. And we'll get another one in the books. I appreciate you guys tuning in as usual, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.